To the cloud. Alrighty, guys, welcome to our Ignite the Iron Leadership Series. We are so excited to talk to y'all. We have a brand new incentive. We have so much to talk about. We have all the things, just all the things as leadership. I know this is a very exciting time in our business, but before we get started, I'm gonna let Anya open us up in some prayer.
All right. Okay. Heavenly Father, I just thank you so much for this amazing group of people who have jumped on tonight. I thank you for all those who will watch the replay. Lord, I ask that you would just speak through Whitney, that each one of us would hear what we need to hear to just pump us up in our business and help us to keep going, to lead the best that we can lead, so that you can pour out through us into our businesses, into our customers, and into our own people. I thank you and I praise you for all the things, Lord, as we step into the season with boldness and we are able to conquer all of our goals because you give us the strength. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen. There's just some people that can pray like so eloquently, and then some who are like, God, I need you. All righty. So tonight we are talking about utilizing the incentive to lead intentionally. Okay. So like I said, we have a brand new incentive. The point structure was just announced today. It is incentive time, trip incentive time. We have an incentive all year, but now first month of the trip incentive has started, and we are earning a trip of a lifetime. We are doing that while we're also going to be growing our businesses. So as leaders, we know the way, go the way, and show the way. And I know y'all have all heard this, but we're going to break that down and how that looks like to our incentive. So in all, we are looking to grow. When I think about an incentive, that is the first thing that comes to mind is I'm going to have to grow to earn this trip. Okay. That's the mindset I go in with it. That's what I am. That's in the forefront of my mind. I need to grow, right? To be able to accomplish new things. So knowing the way, the first part of knowing the way as a leader within this incentive is knowing the point structure. I'm not asking you to memorize it. It was just released, but you need to know the gist of how that works. And if you don't, it's in your workstation. Feel free to refer back to it. Someone has a question in your downline you don't know, go educate yourself, check it out, see what it is. If you've been around a while, we have had a lot of different point structures. So some little thing may have changed, right? So making sure that you're familiar with that. And if you're not, using your resources, okay? Having a plan. And with this plan, we are going to shoot high. So if you want to earn level 3, we're shooting for level 4. We're going to make a plan for level 4. If you're shooting for level 4, we're going to make a plan for 5. And so on. So I'm going to be real transparent with y'all, and I'm going to share y'all my plan and how I broke that down and what that looks like for me. My plan is not your plan. Okay. So just keep that in mind. You may hear things that you're like, that's not in my wheelhouse right now. That's okay. I do want you to shoot high. I do want you to push a little bit harder in where you are. So if you don't hit your goal, you're still earning a good portion of the trip. Okay. So knowing the point structure, this has been shared. This is gold. This was made by a consultant. We have asked Scentsy to make something like this for people to use, like an official document, because it's that good. It's something where you can make your plan and then you can say what you got and then you can figure out what you need to make up the difference with. Okay. So this is shared to my team page. I'm pretty sure it's shared to all the team pages. If not, reach out to your SSD, SD, or director. I'm sure they can get that to you. But if you're a pen and paper person, even if you're not, I am not, I'm still printing this out and I'm still going to put my plan, which I'll be real honest, looks like this and has since the day we got our point structure. There we go. Woo, where are we at? It's a big scribbly mess because I had to cross it out. I had to make some adjustments to make sure that I'm hitting that minimum. I just go ahead and shoot for level 5. At a minimum, this is what I need to do to hit level 5, okay? So for my PRV, that's where everything in our business starts. 4K PRV is my plan per month. That's going to give me 24,000 points. How are we going to get that party? Because it's real, how are we going to get that party? How are we going to get that goal, because it's real easy to make a plan and say, this is what I would like to do, this is what I need to do. But what are the actionable steps that we have to do to get there? We're going to have to grow. Like I said at the beginning, we're going to have to meet new people. We're going to have to, whatever that looks like for your business, parties, fundraisers, events. Fall and winter is a perfect time to start looking for fundraisers, whether it's one a week, one a month. Those are points towards your incentive. Okay. And then you get to decide what you do to, donate. So whether that be your commission, whether that be product, whether that be a part of your commission, that's totally up to you. But to hit your PRV goals, you need to make them, and then you need to figure out, okay, well, how many parties am I going to need to have a month to hit that goal? Okay. For me, I have it the same across the board. I know that September is my heavy month. It always has been. It always will be. I will probably have more than that. I'm hoping for double that. But as my plan for a minimum for level 5, that's where I'm going to keep it at. And I can make up for, because this plan is not stone, right? This is something that is my goal. That for me, it's my minimum per month. Okay, so then the next part is going to be of my plan is that paid at title points. So if you are not paid at rank, is what the technical term is, you are leaving points on the table. And this is really, really hard when you become a star director and a superstar director, because you're relying on other people to be paid at title as far as being a director, right? So that's a little bit more out of your hands. But if you are a lead through superstar consultant, being paid at rank each month is going to provide those points and could be the total difference maker in getting and earning a trip. Okay. So I have my points again, is at a minimum because I'm in and out of being paid at title. I have that paid at title as SD for the 6 months. That's going to be 9,000 points. But for you as a leader, whatever that looks like for you, you need to know what you need to be paid at rank or to be paid at title. Promote. You need to know I'm looking at my notes. You need to know what you need to be paid at title, and you need to know what you need to promote like the back of your hand, right? So you need to know that as a lead, it's 1K GWV, 1 active frontline, and 500 PRV. You need to know that if you're a lead. If you're a star, you should know what you need to be paid at title and what you need to be promoting. And I'm going to talk about this later on. We're in a lot of bit different situation in our business, maybe that we were last year. Okay. And that's okay. But if your goal is to be paid at title each month, that's a great goal. You may not get that every month. That's okay. But you still need to know what you need to get there and what you need to promote. Because amazing things can happen in fall and winter. We know that. Regardless of what your spring and summer, whatever happened this month, the last 3 months, that can all change moving forward. So I want you to make those goals. You're here for a reason. You're a leader. You know what you did to get here. You're going to continue to do that through the fall and winter, okay? For my personal plan, I have a goal of 8 new certified. So that's 8 new teamies that hit certified. That's going to be 20,500 points. And how are we going to do that? Again, meeting new people, lots of them. My goal is to sponsor 16. That means half of the people that I sponsor, I hope, or the goal is to be certified. So I'm sharing this so you can put it in your own perspective. If you have a goal of 4 new certifieds, I would suggest planning to sponsor at least 8. Okay, with how things are going right now and how our businesses are running, that is what I would suggest. Again, you're going to have a goal, and then you're going to have the action to get to that goal. I also have a goal of 6 of those new teamies getting sensational start, because we get not only promotion points, but we get points for them hitting sensational start. And I have 6 of them at sensational start 1. Hopefully more of them will hit sensational start 2 and 3. But at minimum, if they hit 1, that's 3,000 points. Same thing as above, right? So we're meeting new people. That's going to take a lot of people on my part to sponsor, okay? And I'm going to try and do that early on in the incentive period. PRV consistency, that's 1K PRV consistent 5 out of the 6 months. You get an automatic extra 1,500 points. World tour attendance, 500. I literally wrote beside it, duh, because leaders go to events. Leaders are born at events. Things can change. When you're in person with people, it's going to be totally different than this. And if you've been there before, you know that. And I know that, people schedule. Sometimes it doesn't always work to attend, but you're getting points to attend on top of everything you're going to get at that event. So make sure that you are planning to attend World Tour when they release those dates. And then for my goal, or for my plan, the last things I have written down is 3 new leads. So that's current or new. That's the other part of that lead consultant. So 3 frontline that promote to lead, that's 7,500 points. Now, do I want more? Yes. Again, for me at level 5, this is the minimum that I need to be doing, okay, to get that. But we need to know the actions that we have to do to be successful, and we're going to put those promotions in our plan. Like I said, it's a different time in our business. We're learning that, we're figuring that out compared to maybe last trip incentive, but people are going to promote in the fall and winter. You just have to claim that you're going to be one of those and that you're going to do it. Okay. For my plan, I don't have promotion points. As an SSG, we don't have promotion points. As an SD, you only have 1 promotion. It's a big one, but put it in your plan. Okay. If you're a superstar consultant, plan to promote to director, right? Figure out what you need and make that happen. And then November 1, which will be halfway through the incentive period, I will be reassessing everything. I will be seeing where I'm at with my points. I will see, am I at least halfway? If I'm not, what do I need to make up in? Making sure that honestly halfway and then every month leading up to it, you're calculating your points and making sure that you are on track to your ultimate goal. Okay, so all of that is knowing the way, knowing how you're going to do it. Going the way is taking the action on that plan, doing the things that are important. And I know y'all hear this all the time, but this is really going to be on you to make sure that you are doing the important things in your business. Which we call income producing activities, right? But growing the 3 most important things for your business and for an incentive, if you don't write anything else down, write this down: a growing customer base, right? So whatever that may look like to you, whether that's parties, fundraisers, events, being intentional about who you're talking to when you go out, 5 new people, meeting 5 new people a day, whatever that looks like for you. For me, it's Facebook parties. It always has been, and it's continuing to be successful for me. So that is what I personally will keep doing. That may not be your jam. Okay. So making sure that you are growing your customer base, you are meeting new people. Okay. And then we are building those relationships with those people. We're sharing our products, and we're sharing the opportunity to do this too. Again, all things but if you sit back and you say, okay, what activities have I done in the last week that has helped me grow my customer base, sharing our products, and sharing the opportunity? It's probably a lot of y'all haven't done it, including myself. Okay. Because though those things are simple, they're not always easy. So make sure that you are always looking to grow, always looking to meet new people. If you are counting on your current customer base and your current team to be paid at title if you haven't been, or to promote, or to earn a trip for 1 or 2 to a freaking cruise to Greece, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen, guys. We have to continue to grow and meet new people and grow. And then the next thing is showing the way. So sharing what we're doing, not only just sharing what we're doing it, but sharing it in a way that it can be duplicatable for others. Okay. Because that's what leadership is. You're sharing what you're doing. You're sharing what's successful. If you're not doing anything that is successful for you, then asking the people that are successful in your downline or sideline or upline to share instead. And that's okay. Okay. Because we are, sorry guys, we are all in this together. We're all working towards whatever goal that may be, but we're all doing the same thing. And then we're doing that all consistently over and over. Okay, all things that we know. What you can do now with your current team, in addition to growing. So we already know we're growing, but what can we do right now with who we already have on our team? First, we're going to reach out to our current frontline that are essential consultants. Okay. Honestly, if you're a director or above, it should probably be all of your downline. But reaching out to the essential consultants without assuming what their answer is going to be and asking if they want to do a fall relaunch. Okay. Hey, do you want to do a fall relaunch on your business? No matter if they have said they don't, no matter if they haven't talked to you in 3 months, I want you to just throw it out there. Hey, are you interested in doing a fall relaunch? It's our busiest time of the season. I'd love to help you get restarted or to give it another go or however you want to say it. Okay. The other thing you're going to do with your current teammates is, and again, if you're a director above, I do suggest that you do it for your downline, is that you reach out to your current certifieds. And this is also going to be one-on-one. And you're going to ask them if they're ready to take their business to the next level, AKA leadership. That's going to start a conversation. Hold on. Hey, no. Sorry, they're out in the front yard playing. You're going to ask them if they want to take their business to the next level. Like I said, those 3 leads, it can be new or it can be current. The only thing you need to make sure that you are paying attention to with this new rule in place, is that their highest title reached is not a leader above. So if they have lost leadership and they are certified, it won't count if they re-promote to lead. Okay, so just keep that in mind when you're talking to people. I personally would still reach out to them and say, hey, are you interested again in leadership? Because that's going to help your business as a whole. It's not going to necessarily help you with points for having a frontline promote to lead, but that can help you in the long run to be paid at title or to promote, right? So those are still points involved with that. So those are 2 things you can do right now with your current. The other thing is to check their progress with this incentive and cheer them on. So I know it's the first month, but everyone has access to their front line and to their, is it downline? No. Squad? I don't know what it is. You have access to your team's points. Okay. When you're on the incentive tab, there's a drop down. You can pick who you want to see and you can see where they are. My day moving forward is Tuesdays. Every Tuesday, I'm going to look at those points and I'm going to see who can I reach out to? Who can I say you're close to this next level? Who can I say you're one of the leaders in points right now, right? Who can I say is what I did today? I reached out to everyone who had sponsoring points because there's not many of them to say congrats, right? So Tuesday's my day where I'm going to be very intentional about looking at points and reaching out to those people. As time goes on, you're going to be looking for, like I said, maybe halfway, close to getting the next level. Maybe all they need is a certain amount of sponsoring points, whatever that may look like for that person. Okay, that's what a leader does. So pick a day a week to intentionally look at their numbers and shout them out once they hit those levels. Y'all know this, hard work, staying focused. That's something that we are all struggling with in our business. Doing the things that we don't feel like doing and manifesting being on that boat to Greece, right? To freaking Greece. That's not even a trip that was in my bucket list because I didn't even know. I mean, I knew Greece was a thing, but I didn't even know that was a thing, right? Absolutely gorgeous. I know a lot of us are struggling in our business. If that's you, you don't have to say, you can put a hand, you can do whatever you want, but a lot of us are struggling in our business and in leadership. So let's recognize that and let's bring awareness to that. But let's also not dwell on that, right? So we're gonna bring that I'm about to sneeze, to the forefront. We're going to talk about that. You're going to talk about that with your upline. You're going to talk about that with the people that you're working with. But we're also going to connect and we're going to talk about how we're going to get out of that struggle. Okay. Because that's what we do. We don't sit here and say, oh, this sucks. We're not doing what we want to do in our business. Okay. A lot of what I'm personally hearing is leaders say no one is working. A lot of what I'm hearing is that you are sponsoring, but those new people aren't putting in the effort. That's not on you. Unfortunately, we can't control what other people do. Leadership is offering that. We're going to offer the opportunity. We're going to offer the business. We're going to lead them, and we're going to show them like we have with all of our other teammates. And it's up to them what they do with that. Stop, Nino. Okay. A lot of what I'm hearing is that you're sharing, but your teammates aren't answering or they're not working. That also is not on you. Okay. I'm hearing that you're showing up but your upline or your downline are nowhere to be found. That's also something that's not on you. Right. So if you stop because of those things, who is that going to hurt in the long run? That's going to hurt you. And I know that's really hard because it's literally the definition of insanity to do the same thing over and over again, waiting for a different outcome. But we've seen many different outcomes in our business. We know what has worked in the past. We have seen things happen. We're in that keep going motion right now. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep treading, because if you stop, the only person you're giving up on is yourself. Okay. Take it back to when you were a leader and think about the work that you had to do to get to where you're at. It was hard. It was grueling, right? But it was worth it. Okay. Leading within our circle of control is very, very, very important. I mean, that's kind of what I live by because it's hard. But leading within your circle of control is so important. I do have a training on that on YouTube that was done like over a year ago. You can check that out if you want to. But the things that we say in our family is the two things that you have control over is your attitude and your effort. Okay. And that is how we're going to lead. We're going to try our best to lead with a good attitude. We're going to try to lead with the most effort that we can give to our team, right? The two things you have control over your attitude and your effort. We can't control what new teamies are going to do. We can't control what current teamies are going to do. What we can control is what we are going to do in our business and in our leadership. Find the positive people who are going the way. So we talked about going the way and what that looks like, but find those people and cling to them. Go with them. Look at who's on this meeting. Look who's watching the replay. Look who's showing up in your team, whether that be downline, upline, sideline, and cling to them. If your current people aren't going and you want to go, it's time to find new business crew. Okay. And that's okay. It's time to pick up your kit and share the love of these products and put your blinders on and get to work. Because again, regardless of what other people are doing in your business, this is your business. We have to pick that kit up and get back to the essentials and the simple things in our business. So like I said, I get it. It's exhausting when you feel like you're always the only one putting the effort and you feel like it's not being matched or received. But know that you're not the only one who feels that. So leadership is hard. You're always going to be offering, and that's just what a leader does. And that's why we talk about the silly things like taking care of yourself, self-care, and making sure that you're taking time for your family and making sure that you're doing the things for you. You know, you may just roll your eyes and be like, I know I've heard it a million times, but it's so important, right? Because you cannot pour into a business that relies on you if there's nothing to pour from. So we have to take a step back and think to ourselves, what is it that I need to fill my cup so I can pour? Okay. Sometimes that's time. Sometimes that's taking a step back and being like, I need a minute, right? Or maybe it's just getting back to our why. Maybe rediscovering why we're here. Why are we doing this? Why do we want an incentive trip? Why do we want to do these things? But I guarantee if you keep showing up, you keep sharing, and you keep working, you keep going, that's when the big things are going to come. People are going to earn this trip. People are going to earn this trip for 2 with flights and all the things. They're going to do it. Let's be one of those. Tell yourself you're going to be one of those. If that's not your goal, if the goal is for 1, great. Be one of those people that's going to earn it for 1 with the flight. Okay. Because if you've been on a Scentsy trip, you know that it's not like anything else. The last thing I'll leave y'all with tonight is that you won't get to where you're going by not doing the work. It's literally going to take the hard work. There's no way around earning this without putting the work in. And it's preaching to the choir. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know the important things to do it. finding the people that you can work alongside to be successful and to kick you in the rear when you're not feeling like doing it, or collabing with people and saying, you know what, I just gotta do it. Sometimes it, like I said, it's taking a step back and saying, I need a minute, right? I need to figure out where I am in my business. But we're not going to sit there. We're not going to wallow in it. We are going to figure this out. So I gave y'all a few actionable steps that you can use right now while you're growing. So the other actionable steps that I will give you that are related to just your business is going to be parties. If your calendar is not stacked for September, do that now. Okay. What I found to be most successful for that is I reached out to all my past hosts and I said, hey, let's get your yearly party on the books. Let's get your yearly event on the books. I'd love to share the new fall winter catalog next month. Boom, 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 boom. 6 parties next month. Okay. Once you have September, then you're going to go to October. The other actionable item you're going to do is you're going to reach out to your clubbers and you're going to ask them if they've ever thought about joining. And if they haven't or they have, they're going to get paid off their club if they join, right? So all these things that we're sharing with y'all to do, you as the business owner are going to have to take the initiative to do it, because unfortunately we can't do it for you. I can't do it for you. Ani can't do it for you. Eric can't come and do it for me. Okay. This is my business and I've got to put the work in if I want the results from it. So that is all I have for y'all tonight. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording before we take questions.